Hello, my name is Nathan Mai, and the title of my speech is Trying to Get Out. Sometimes in life, things happen for a reason, and we're not all dealt the same cards. I'm a Hispanic kid. I grew up in a poor neighborhood, and then I went to school in a white area. I was stereotyped. It happens to all of us. No matter even if you're Caucasian, African American, Hispanic, it happens to everyone. No one's different, and it's something that needs to stop. But when it comes to messages, I picked a certain song. The topic was choose a song that speaks a message culturally, socially, etc. So I chose a social topic. And stereotyping is a huge social topic of that I furthermore see a lot in America. Not only in America, actually in the world. The song I chose was Neighbors by J. Cole. I chose this song because J. Cole depicts how it feels and what it's like to be stereotyped. He's an African American singer, songwriter, and artist. He doesn't come from the most wealthiest background. And the song talks about how he was swatted in his own home because the neighbors assumed he was doing something illegal. The lyrics that I chose for the verse, or the verse I chose for this, was it starts with, it's in the second half of the song. It's black and white man territory. Cops bust in with the army guns. No evidence of the harm we done. Just a couple of neighbors who assume we slang. Only time they see us is noon and chains. I chose this because it clearly depicts how people judge other people based on the way they look. They stereotyped him. They assumed, hey, an African American male Miz lives in our area. That doesn't happen too often. So he's got to be doing something illegal. He's not supposed to be here. It happens. And unfortunately, I believe that's the bigger picture. Yes, it's a song lyric. Yes, it's a song, but the bigger picture is that just because you're famous or anything doesn't mean that you don't get stereotyped as well. I think that's a big part of it. And it says in the bottom, only the last line says only time they see us is the noons and chains. That's right, because the media depicts colored people as not the friendliest. We saw this with Trump and his attack on Muslims because he assumed and he made it clear that he thought that all people of that ethnicity were terrorists. We saw this with Trump against Hispanics, trying to build a wall, discriminating against us. And we've seen this all throughout history, this stereotype, this idea of looking upon someone's skin color and judging them based off of that, based on where they come from. That's the bigger picture. That's what it means. That's what J. Cole is trying to depict here in this verse. He's trying to show us that not only times haven't changed, but furthermore, things are still the same. He's showing us that still people are judging other people based off of the color of their skin. He was swatted because his neighbors thought, hey, African-American man can't be here. That's not right. He's doing something wrong, or he's doing something not legal. And it's offensive. It truly is. You know, this idea, he's trying to send a message that maybe we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. He's trying to show how easy it is to judge someone by the cover. I've done it before. I'm guilty. I'll say it out loud. I'm guilty of doing that. Of judging someone by the way they look, by the way they dress, how they present themselves. And it's possible to do it. Everyone's done it before. Whether you like to say it or not, admit it or not, it's something that happens. But it's something that needs to change. Something that shouldn't be happening in our daily lives. However, it does. But he's trying to show us, and he's trying to show us that how easy it is to judge someone. We've heard it as kids before. We've heard it growing up. Never judge someone by the book of the never judge someone, you know. Was it don't judge a book by its cover. There you go. Because we don't know what's really going on. And unfortunately, it happens. But this song is trying to show us that just because you're famous doesn't mean you're exempt from that. It shows us that everyone deals with it, whether you're colored or you're Caucasian. Growing up, I've seen a lot of people pick on Caucasian kids because they always think they're privileged when sometimes they're not. Judging someone based off the color of skin or where they grew up is something that's wrong. And unfortunately, that's what happens in the world. But this song embodies the idea of regardless of who you are, you can get stereotyped. But it's trying to teach us not only but send the message that it's easy to stereotype people, but it's trying to teach us don't judge someone just because of the way they look. It's sending us a message, and it's also trying to teach us something. He's trying to send us something that'll help us in our life, help us around other people. I think it's something really important, especially look at when the topic is about this, when it can be social. I think this is something especially that happens that needs to be talked about. Thank you. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please let me know. But I definitely believe that this verse and this song by J. Cole definitely embodies the idea, and it sends the message that not only is it easy to stereotype someone, it's wrong, yes, of course, but it's also trying to teach us never to judge someone based off of the way they look. Just because their skin isn't the same color as yours, just because they didn't grow up the same way you did, doesn't mean they're different, doesn't mean they're wrong, doesn't mean that they're bad people. Never judge someone by the contents of how they look. Thank you.